My beloved child, listen closely. Tonight something extraordinary is trying to reach you, something that has been waiting patiently, silently, for far too long. God has been sending whispers through your heart, through subtle signs in your daily life, and yet, time and time again, you have turned away. But tonight, everything changes. You cannot ignore this any longer. The universe itself is aligning, preparing to deliver a message so powerful that it could transform your life completely if only you allow it. Have you felt that sudden pause in your day, the moment when everything seems to slow down and yet your mind races? That is not coincidence. That is God calling, nudging, reaching through the unseen. There are souls around you, invisible to the naked eye, trying to guide you toward a truth that you may have forgotten, but deep inside, you have always known. They are angels, messengers, and Archangel Michael himself is standing at the threshold of your awareness, ready to reveal what must be known. Tonight at 7 p.m., something will happen. Something sudden, something unexpected, something that will either open your eyes to the divine presence in your life or leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. This is a moment of choice, a moment that will define the next chapter of your journey. And you must act. Do not hesitate. Do not scroll past this moment. Do not allow your doubts to silence the call. Because what is coming is far beyond anything you have ever imagined. The signs have been subtle, almost imperceptible. A fleeting thought that changed the course of your decisions. A dream that lingered in the corners of your mind. A stranger's words that seemed to carry more weight than they should. These are not random. They are not accidents. They are the threads of a divine tapestry, each moment weaving you closer to the revelation that will arrive tonight. And when the hour strikes, you will feel it, the undeniable presence of something holy and powerful. Perhaps you have been feeling an emptiness lately, a pull in your chest that no one else can explain. That is not anxiety, my beloved child. That is the stirring of your soul, awakening to the truth that you are not alone, that you are protected, that you are loved beyond comprehension. The life-changing event approaching is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to awaken you, to remind you of the love that surrounds you, even in the moments you feel unseen. Tonight, pay attention to the signals around you. A sound, a flash of light, a message from a friend, an unexpected opportunity. These are the ways the divine speaks. And when you encounter it, do not push it away. Do not dismiss it with skepticism. Embrace it. Open your heart. Accept the truth that is coming. And in that acceptance, you will find peace, guidance, and clarity that has been missing for far too long. God does not ask for grand gestures. God asks only for your attention, your willingness to see, and your courage to act. And tonight, your courage will be tested. The event that is about to unfold will challenge your understanding of reality, your perception of what is possible. You may feel fear, uncertainty, or disbelief. That is natural. But remember, my beloved child, the divine does not bring you to moments of fear without offering a path to clarity. The angels surrounding you are waiting for a response. They are ready to intervene, to shield, to protect. But they cannot do this for you if you turn away. You must meet this moment with openness. You must step into the unknown with faith, because the life-changing revelation arriving tonight at 7 p.m. will not come twice. Once it passes, it may leave you wondering what could have been. Look around you. Notice the little things that feel out of place or unusually comforting. Listen to the whispers in your mind and heart. They are not your imagination. They are guidance, softly urging you to prepare, to ready yourself for the unexpected. When the time comes, you will feel an overwhelming sense of clarity, a surge of knowing, and a deep connection to a force far greater than yourself. And in that surge, your life will pivot in a direction you never anticipated, but one that has been divinely intended from the beginning. Do not ignore this call, my beloved child. Do not let the mundane distractions of the world pull you away. Tonight is not ordinary. Tonight is extraordinary. Tonight is a door opening, a chance to witness something miraculous. Have you noticed how certain moments feel heavier, more significant than others? That is the divine preparing your heart, drawing your attention to the unseen, aligning everything around you to ensure you are ready. Even the people you meet today, the words you hear, the feelings that overwhelm you, they are all part of this preparation. Every small encounter, every fleeting thought is a thread leading to tonight's revelation. You may have dismissed these moments in the past. You may have thought they were random, meaningless, but now they are about to converge, revealing a pattern, a message, a sign that is undeniable and unmissable. When the hour strikes, you may feel a shift in the air, a heaviness followed by a lightness, a quiet knowing that everything is about to change, and it will. The message from God tonight is personal, specific, and tailored to you. No one else will feel it in the same way. No one else will experience it exactly as you will. It is meant for your soul alone, designed to awaken what has been dormant, to remind you of your divine connection, and to guide you toward the path you were always meant to follow. Fear may rise, doubt may creep in, but my beloved child, do not turn away. Fear is the veil that hides the truth, but if you step forward with courage, you will witness the miracle that has been awaiting your attention. Your heart will recognize it first. Your mind may struggle to understand it, but your soul will know. It will recognize the divine presence, the protection, the love, and the guidance that has been waiting for you all along. You may feel an urgency, a sense of anticipation that is almost unbearable. That is because the time is near. The universe is signaling, the angels are poised, and the moment will arrive with precision. At 7 p.m. tonight, open your heart completely. Let go of doubts, of distractions, of hesitation. Allow the message to enter fully without resistance, because once it reaches you, your life cannot remain the same. It will guide your next decisions, your next steps, and your understanding of the world around you. It will challenge what you thought you knew and expand your vision to include what has always been possible. This is your chance, my beloved child. Do not ignore it. Do not look away. Do not let this divine moment pass. Because the universe, God, and the angels are all waiting for you to say yes. Yes to the guidance. Yes to the revelation. Yes to the life you were always meant to live. Tonight, at 7 p.m., the unexpected will arrive. The miraculous will reveal itself, and your world will never be the same again. My beloved child, listen closely, for what I am about to reveal is not ordinary knowledge. It is the truth hidden beneath layers of doubt, fear, and distraction. You have asked many times silently in your heart why life feels heavy, why certain battles never seem to end, why your prayers seem delayed. But tonight, there is a shift, a change in the atmosphere that cannot be ignored. God is moving pieces in your life right now, aligning people, circumstances, and opportunities in ways you cannot yet see. And the reason is simple, because your soul is about to step into a higher purpose. You may feel like you are in the middle of a storm. Everything around you may appear uncertain, unstable, or even chaotic. But remember this: storms do not come to destroy you, they come to clear the path. The winds you are facing are not meant to break you. They are meant to remove what no longer serves you, so that when the hour strikes, you will be ready to step into something new. Have you felt that deep stirring inside your chest, as though something important is about to happen, but you cannot put it into words? That is the divine signal. It is God's way of preparing you, of reminding you that you are chosen, that you are not forgotten, and that every challenge you faced has been leading to this moment. At 7 p.m. tonight, the veil will thin. The distance between heaven and earth will feel smaller, and you will notice things that others may dismiss. A sudden calm in the air, a flicker of light, a vibration in your spirit that cannot be explained by science or reason. This is the language of God, and it is meant for you alone. You see, the world trains you to doubt. It tells you that miracles are impossible, that divine guidance is just your imagination. But deep inside, you know that is not true. You have always known that something greater exists because your spirit has felt it, even when your mind denied it. And tonight, that greater force is going to make itself known. Do not resist it. Do not question it. Embrace it with all the courage you can find, because what you are about to experience has the power to change everything. Think of the times you felt completely alone, when you cried quietly, hoping someone would notice your pain. Think of the nights you prayed but received no immediate answer. Every single one of those moments was not ignored. They were heard, they were felt, and they were stored for this very moment. The answer you have been waiting for, the breakthrough your heart has longed for, is connected to what will happen tonight. God does not delay without reason. Every delay is preparation. Every silence is a test of faith. Every struggle is a doorway to transformation. And now that doorway is opening. It may frighten you at first because sudden change always does. But know this, beloved child, when God opens a door, no one can shut it. And when God reveals his hand, no power in existence can undo it. Pay attention to your surroundings as the time approaches. The person you talk to may carry a message without even knowing it. The dream you remember tonight may not be random. It may hold the key to something you need to understand. Even the smallest event, like a song playing at the right moment, a feather in your path, or a number repeating again and again, could be the divine confirmation you have been asking for. These are not coincidences. They are signs, they are proof that you are guided. But the greatest test is whether you will recognize them or dismiss them. Do not dismiss them. Do not scroll past. Do not close your heart. Because the moment you do, the blessing passes silently. And this blessing, my child, is one you cannot afford to miss. Archangel Michael is standing guard over you right now. He is preparing to shield you from the attacks of fear and doubt that will try to stop you from receiving what is coming. His sword of light is cutting through the lies that have wrapped themselves around your mind. He is whispering courage into your soul, reminding you that you are stronger than you think, more protected than you believe, and far more loved than you realize. But Archangel Michael cannot force you to listen. The choice is yours. God gave you free will, and tonight is a moment where that free will matters more than ever. Will you say yes to the message? Will you open your heart and allow what is divine to guide you? Or will you turn away and let doubt steal this gift? The answer lies not in your mind, but in your spirit. Your spirit already knows the truth. It knows that something sacred is drawing near, that the very air around you feels heavier with purpose. It knows that this is not an ordinary day. This is the day your story begins to shift. The world may try to distract you. Your phone may buzz. Your responsibilities may pull at you. People may try to convince you that you are wasting your time. But listen carefully. The enemy always tries to distract you the moment a blessing is about to arrive. Distraction is not harmless. It is an attempt to pull you away from your destiny. That is why you must stay focused. You must stay alert. You must hold on to faith, because the enemy cannot touch you if you refuse to let go of God. And tonight, when the clock nears 7, heaven will touch earth in your life. This is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced, something to be celebrated, something to be received with joy. You may even feel tears rise without warning, because your soul will recognize the presence of something divine. Do not hold them back. Those tears are not weakness. They are release. They are cleansing. They are the soul's way of saying, I remember. I know I am loved. I am ready. This is why you must not skip this message, because it is not just another word on a screen. It is God's direct call to you. You were led here for a reason, in this exact moment, in this exact hour. No one else will receive this message in the way you will. It is designed for your soul, written into your timeline, meant to awaken what has been waiting too long. So, my beloved child, hold steady, prepare your heart. And when the hour strikes, do not turn away. The divine is coming closer. The veil is lifting, and your miracle is almost here. My beloved child, listen closely, because the moment you have been sensing is drawing even nearer. You may not realize it, but every heartbeat is bringing you closer to the revelation meant for you tonight. Your spirit already feels it, that unexplainable heaviness in the air, that sudden awareness that something greater is moving in silence. Do not mistake this feeling for ordinary worry. It is not anxiety. It is the vibration of your soul preparing for divine alignment. God does not enter without preparation. He stirs your heart first. He awakens your awareness so you will not miss the sign when it arrives. And tonight, that sign will be undeniable. Think back to the recent days of your life. Have you noticed the unusual patterns, moments that seemed too perfectly timed, the sudden urge to stop and reflect, the sense of déjà vu, the little details that felt as if someone was orchestrating them from above. These are not small things. These are the echoes of heaven reminding you that your life has always been under divine watch. There has never been a day where you walked alone. Even when you thought your prayers were ignored, the truth is they were being written into the exact moment you are about to step into. Some blessings take time because they must arrive at the right hour. If they come too soon, you are not ready. If they come too late, the impact is lost. That is why tonight has been chosen. This exact time, this exact date, this exact message, it was designed for you. When the clock touches 7 p.m., something will shift. The veil will lift, and you will sense a presence so clear that doubt will no longer make sense. It could appear in the form of peace washing over you. It could appear as a sudden answer you have been waiting for. It could appear as a person stepping into your life, carrying the key to the very door you have been knocking on. But however it arrives, know this: it is not random. It is not chance. It is God's response to your cries, your tears, your struggles, and your faith. My beloved child, the angels are already surrounding you. Their wings stretch wide. Their light is cutting through the heaviness that has been pressing on your shoulders. They are preparing the path for what is about to unfold. Archangel Michael, the warrior of heaven, is guarding you. He has fought battles you could not see, battles in the unseen realm, just to ensure this moment would not be stolen from you. You are more protected than you realize. Every danger that tried to reach you, every attack that tried to stop your progress, every whisper of fear that tried to silence you, all of it has been fought off because heaven is determined for you to receive this message. But protection alone is not enough. You must choose to accept it. You must open your heart and say yes, because without your willingness, the message cannot take root. Free will is God's gift to you, and tonight it is your choice whether you will lean into the calling or turn away once again. I know the world has made it easy to ignore. Distractions surround you. Endless noise tries to bury the quiet voice of truth, but even now, as you hear these words, something in your soul is stirring. That is the part of you that knows this is real. That is the part of you that recognizes God's voice even when your mind hesitates. Listen to that inner pull. It has never led you wrong. It is the compass of your soul pointing you toward destiny. Tonight is not a night for doubt. Tonight is a night for faith. Faith is not the absence of questions. It is the courage to trust even when the answers are not yet clear. And if you choose faith tonight, you will see with your own eyes the power of God unfolding in your life. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. Imagine the chains that have been holding you finally breaking. Imagine the weight that has kept you from moving forward finally lifting. Imagine the prayers you whispered in silence finally being answered in a way that leaves you in awe. This is what is coming. Not tomorrow, not weeks from now, but tonight. You must prepare yourself. Not by worrying, not by questioning, but by opening. Open your heart, your mind, your spirit. Invite the divine in, and watch how quickly the atmosphere around you transforms. You may feel warmth surround you. You may feel chills rise across your skin. You may hear words whispered to your soul that no one else can hear. Do not dismiss these things. They are not illusions. They are not tricks of the mind. They are proof that God is closer than you think. The greatest tragedy would be to dismiss the way you expected. Be open, be willing, because heaven does not always arrive with thunder and lightning. Sometimes it arrives in whispers, in stillness, in peace so deep that it silences every storm inside you. My beloved child, this is your moment, and it will not come again in the same way. Do not delay. Do not push this away. Do not say, I will wait for another time, for another time may never come. God's timing is perfect, and His timing has chosen tonight. At 7 p.m., everything aligns. Heaven meets earth, and your miracle steps into your story. Stay alert, stay ready. And when it happens, remember, this is not random. This is God answering you directly. And now, beloved child, as the clock continues to move closer to that sacred hour, I must reveal something few truly understand. When God prepares to move in your life, the first sign is not always joy. Sometimes it begins with discomfort. Because before He blesses you, He must cleanse you. Before He fills your cup, He must empty what no longer serves you. That is why lately you have felt distant from certain people. Why situations that once made sense have suddenly begun to fall apart. It is not rejection, it is redirection. He is clearing your path, removing the distractions that could block what He is about to send your way. He is cutting ties with those who no longer align with the purpose planted within you. So if you've been wondering why some doors closed, stop grieving. It was never meant to last. Those doors were sealed to protect you from something you couldn't yet see. Every unanswered call, every unreturned message, every sudden silence, it was heaven's intervention in disguise. Sometimes divine protection feels like heartbreak, but in truth, it is preparation. Because when your new season begins, not everyone can go with you. And your new season begins tonight. You have been tested long enough, you have cried long enough, you have questioned long enough. Now, the time of revelation draws near. Heaven is aligning everything to position you where you truly belong. You may not know it yet, but angels have already gone before you to set things in order. They are touching hearts that will soon help you. They are shifting circumstances that once stood against you. They are whispering your name in rooms where your feet have not yet stepped. This is the silent work of God, the unseen preparation before the visible breakthrough. And when the clock strikes 7 p.m., you will begin to see the evidence of what heaven has been doing behind the scenes. But listen carefully, because there is a condition. You must not let fear sabotage what faith has built. Fear is the only thing that can delay divine timing. And right now, the enemy knows how close you are to breakthrough. He will try to fill your mind with doubt, with confusion, with second-guessing. He will whisper lies like, maybe this message isn't for you, or nothing is really going to change. Do not believe it. Every voice of doubt is the echo of darkness trying to stop you from stepping into the light. But your spirit knows better. It recognizes truth even when the mind trembles. Trust that inner confirmation. You are hearing this because you were meant to. You were guided to this moment by forces beyond your understanding. Even the device you hold, the timing, the words, all of it was arranged to reach you exactly now. This is not coincidence. It is divine orchestration. Your guardian angels have been pushing for this. Archangel Michael has been assigned to you in this season not just for protection, but for empowerment. He is standing beside you, his sword blazing with heavenly fire, cutting away every invisible chain that still tries to bind you. Every curse spoken against your progress is being broken. Every hidden obstacle is being shattered. You will notice in the coming hours a sudden sense of release, as if something heavy inside you finally let go. That is your confirmation. That is your sign that heaven is moving in your favor. When that peace floods in, don't question it. Just breathe it in and give thanks. Because gratitude opens doors that prayer alone cannot. In gratitude, your heart aligns with divine flow. So right now, even before you see the full manifestation, whisper a quiet thank you. Say it not with fear, but with faith. Thank God for what He's about to do. Thank Him for what He already set in motion. Thank Him for the miracle that has your name on it. And as you do, you will feel something changing within you. Your spirit will rise. Your energy will shift. The atmosphere around you will begin to carry a higher vibration. This is how heaven communicates. It's not always through words, but through frequency, through emotion, through a sense of peace that no human explanation can provide. And tonight, as the stars take their place as the hour draws near, that frequency will surround you completely. You might find yourself suddenly emotional. Tears may fall without warning. Don't hold them back. Those tears are not of sadness. They are a sacred cleansing. They wash away the old pain, the lingering fear, the residue of past seasons. They make room for new blessings to flow freely. This is why you had to walk through the storms you faced. They were not punishments, they were purification. And though you may have felt alone in those storms, you were never abandoned. God walked beside you through every dark valley. He stood over you when danger came close. He whispered courage when you wanted to give up. And tonight he is about to reward your endurance. But when the shift happens, do not rush it. Do not demand to see everything at once. God's miracles often unfold layer by layer. What begins as a feeling tonight will grow into visible change over the coming days. It may start small, a phone call, a message, a sudden opportunity, but pay attention. It will be your confirmation that heaven has moved on your behalf. Your only task now is to remain aligned. Stay pure in your thoughts. Stay humble in your heart. Stay watchful in your spirit. Because when the divine wave comes, those who are ready will rise with it. And you, my child, are being prepared to rise. Your waiting was never wasted. Every sleepless night, every unanswered question, every moment you felt forgotten, it was all shaping your faith. You were being refined like gold in the fire. And now the fire has done its work. You are stronger, wiser, and ready to receive. This is not just another night. It is the turning point of your story. The night heaven rewrites your future. The night destiny opens its door. The night you stop surviving and start walking in divine flow. At 7 p.m., lift your head, take a deep breath, and say silently, I am ready. Because the moment those words leave your soul, the vibration will travel through the heavens, and the response will be immediate. The energy around you will begin to move, the right people will feel drawn to you, the right opportunities will find you, the right paths will light up before you. It will not make sense at first, but it will be perfect. Because heaven never makes mistakes, and this exact message is heaven's way of saying, it's time. Prepare your heart, beloved. The night will not just change your life, it will awaken your spirit. And once awakened, you will never see the world the same again. As the night draws closer, the spiritual realm begins to hum with energy. There is a reason you can feel this quiet stirring in your chest right now. It is your spirit reacting to what heaven has already decided. God is not waiting for your perfection, He is waiting for your permission. When you open your heart, when you say yes to His will, everything begins to align faster than you can imagine. That is why you were guided to this message tonight, because something inside you is ready to receive. The angels have been whispering your name for days, preparing you to hear these exact words. They have watched you battle with doubt. They have seen you question your worth, and still they never gave up on you. Because they know what God knows, that there is greatness hidden inside you, waiting to be awakened. And tonight, that awakening begins. There will come a moment just before 7 p.m. when you feel an unexplained pull, a sudden silence inside your thoughts. It won't feel like emptiness. It will feel like stillness. In that stillness, heaven speaks. Do not ignore it. That silence is not nothing. It is God drawing near to you. He will not appear in thunder or flashing light. He will come softly, through intuition, through peace, through a feeling that everything is suddenly falling into place. It will almost feel unreal, but it is real. Heaven's presence cannot be faked, and once you feel it, you will never doubt again. My beloved child, listen closely. Every time you felt lost, every time you asked, why me? God was shaping you for this hour. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. The loneliness you felt was not abandonment. It was God removing noise so you could finally hear His voice clearly. The rejection was not cruelty. It was protection from those who could not walk your path. You were never forgotten. You were hidden, kept safe until the time was right. And that time is now. You may not see it yet, but your story is about to take a divine turn. The things that once caused you pain will soon become your testimony. The people who doubted you will watch in disbelief as favor begins to follow you everywhere you go. Even your enemies will have no choice but to see that God's hand is on you. Because when God decides to elevate you, no force on earth can stop it. This is why you must not quit now. You are too close. You are standing at the edge of your breakthrough, and one more step of faith will unlock it all. So when your mind starts to whisper, what if it doesn't happen? Answer back with faith. Say quietly to yourself, it's already done. Because the moment you believe it, the universe starts rearranging itself to make it true. Faith is not waiting for proof. Faith creates proof. and your faith tonight will be the key that opens the impossible door. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the weight lifting from your shoulders. Imagine the worries that once controlled your mind fading like mist under the morning sun. That's how it will feel when God's hand finally moves. You will breathe differently. You will think differently. You will walk with peace where there was once fear. Because His presence changes everything it touches. When He steps into your situation, confusion turns into clarity. Delay turns into direction. Loss turns into restoration. What felt like the end will suddenly become a new beginning. But before that moment comes, you must make a choice to trust. Not halfway, but completely. You cannot hold on to fear and faith at the same time. One will always silence the other. And tonight, God is asking you to choose faith. Because if you dare to believe, the next 24 hours could change everything. He has already placed signs along your path. You will start to notice numbers repeating: 111, 333, 777, small but clear signals from the divine reminding you that you are not alone. You might overhear someone speaking words that feel meant for you. You may see an image, a song, a sentence online that pierces your heart with sudden clarity. That is how heaven confirms the message. And when that happens, pause for a moment and whisper, "I hear you." That small act of recognition builds your connection stronger, because the more you acknowledge the divine, the more the divine speaks. You are now in a time of spiritual acceleration. Things will begin to move quickly once you align your heart. The delay is over. The struggle that once seemed endless is nearing its end. You are stepping out of the waiting season and into the receiving season. You will begin to see opportunities appearing almost effortlessly. You will attract kindness from unexpected places. Even the things that used to frustrate you will suddenly seem lighter, easier to handle. Because grace is stepping in, you won't have to chase anymore. Blessings will begin to find you. That is the beauty of divine timing. When you stop forcing and start flowing, everything aligns naturally. So tonight, don't worry about how. Just trust that it will. God is already in your tomorrow. He's already arranging the people, the resources, and the miracles that will meet you there. Your part is simply to stay open, stay grateful, stay aware, and most of all, stay ready. Because what's coming next will not just surprise you, it will heal you. It will restore the faith you thought you lost. It will remind you that every prayer, even the quietest one, was heard. When the clock strikes 7, close your eyes, take a breath and say, "I receive," because that single moment of faith will echo through eternity. Heaven will respond to your voice, and you will feel it, a warmth spreading through your chest, a gentle pressure behind your eyes, a calm that feels supernatural. That is your sign. That is the moment everything shifts. And once it does, nothing will ever be the same again. As the sacred hour draws nearer, the veil between the seen and unseen grows thinner. There's something in the air tonight. You can feel it, can't you? That gentle energy pressing against your heart, that quiet voice whispering, "Stay alert, something is coming." It's not imagination, beloved. It's your spirit responding to divine movement. Heaven is closer than you think. Right now, the angels are gathering around you, forming a circle of light that no darkness can cross. Every fear you've carried, every doubt that's tried to drain your strength, it's losing its power at this very moment. Because when God decides to step in, even the deepest shadows must flee. You are being wrapped in divine protection. Archangel Michael stands before you, holding his sword of truth, cutting through every false belief that told you you're not enough. He has been watching over you through every sleepless night, through every silent tear you thought no one saw. And now, his message is clear. Do not fear. You are not forgotten. Heaven has written your name on its walls. Every prayer you whispered when no one was listening has reached the throne. Nothing was wasted. Not one tear, not one heartbreak, not one moment of waiting. All of it built the strength within you that is needed for this new chapter. Because this next part of your life will require the courage you've been developing in the dark. You are about to step into blessings that will test your humility, not your pain. You will no longer ask, "When will it be my turn?" Because your turn has already begun. You just haven't seen the full picture yet. But signs will start appearing around you, in conversations, in dreams, in unexpected coincidences that feel too perfect to be random. Pay attention to those moments. They are not luck, they are guidance. God does not speak in confusion, He speaks through alignment. And when everything begins to align, that's when you'll know the divine plan is unfolding exactly as it should. You'll start to notice that people who once ignored you will suddenly reach out. Opportunities that felt impossible will open with ease. Even the way you see yourself will change. You'll begin to feel lighter, freer, more certain of your worth. Because this is not just a breakthrough of circumstances, it's a breakthrough of identity. God is reminding you who you truly are. You are not broken, you are chosen, you are not behind. You are being divinely timed. Everything that seemed delayed was actually developing. Your strength, your patience, your faith, all of it was growing quietly beneath the surface. And now, it's time for that inner growth to bloom into visible blessings. When the clock nears 7 p.m., take a moment to be still. No distractions, no noise, no scrolling. Just you and the divine presence that fills the room. You will feel it, a vibration, a calm wave, a sense that something unseen is surrounding you. In that moment, speak from your heart. Say whatever you need to say to God. There's no script, no perfect words, just truth. Tell Him what you feel. Tell Him what you fear. Tell Him what you hope for, and then release it. Let go of the control, because the moment you surrender, heaven takes over. And when heaven takes over, even what was broken begins to heal in ways you never thought possible. You might notice old pain coming to the surface. Let it. Don't fight it. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing. Those emotions rise not to hurt you again, but to leave your body once and for all. Let them pass like waves. Let them cleanse you. And once they pass, you'll feel lighter than you have in years. That's how divine transformation begins. Quietly, but deeply. You'll wake up one day and realize you no longer react to things that used to break you. You'll feel peace where you used to feel panic. You'll smile without forcing it. You'll love yourself without needing approval. That's the miracle beginning inside you tonight. Not a loud explosion of change, but a gentle rebirth of peace. And as peace grows, so does clarity. You will begin to understand why certain things happened the way they did. The unanswered prayers will start to make sense. The detours will reveal hidden blessings. And you'll finally say, "Now I see why it had to happen this way." That's the beauty of divine timing. It turns confusion into wisdom. It transforms pain into purpose. It rewrites endings into beginnings. And tonight, God is rewriting yours. You are standing on the threshold of something incredible. Heaven is opening doors that have been locked for years. Angels are clearing obstacles that once felt immovable. The same places where you were rejected will soon call you back with new respect. What once broke you will now bless you. So don't run from this moment. Embrace it. This is not the night for fear. It's the night for faith. When the clock hits 7 p.m., lift your head and whisper, "I trust you." Those 3 words will echo through the heavens and release the energy that has been waiting to move on your behalf. You will not see thunder or lightning, but you will feel peace, and that peace will be your confirmation. It will mark the moment heaven responded, so stay still, stay present. Let the divine do what it does best, work miracles quietly, because what's coming next is not small, it's not temporary, it's destiny. And destiny doesn't knock twice. When it comes, be ready to open the door wide, because this time, it's your turn to rise. Before you leave this sacred message, pause for a moment and look within your heart. If these words touched you, if you felt that peace, that spark, that divine confirmation while listening, that's not a coincidence. That is heaven speaking directly to you. It means this message found you for a reason, because God wanted to remind you that you are seen, loved, and never forgotten. And now you have a chance to respond to that divine connection. When you show gratitude for what touched your soul, you don't just support a message, you multiply its light. Your one act of appreciation becomes a blessing that travels far beyond this moment. So, if this message lifted your spirit, if you felt guided or comforted in any way, I invite you to send a super thanks. It's more than just a gesture, it's a seed of faith. Every super thanks you give helps this divine message reach thousands more souls who are searching for hope just like you once were. You never know. Your small act of kindness might be the reason someone else finds peace tonight. Because when you give with love, heaven always gives back. And as you do, may that same energy of generosity return to you multiplied, in blessings, in peace, in opportunities you didn't even expect. Remember, giving isn't about the amount, it's about the intention. Even the smallest act done with a pure heart moves mountains in the spiritual realm. And if you've ever wanted to be part of something that carries light into darkness, this is your moment. Your super thanks is not just a donation, it's a declaration. A way of saying, I believe in this light, and I want it to keep shining. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Because messages like this are not just random videos, they are divine reminders meant to strengthen your soul when you need it most. When you subscribe, you're not following a channel, you're joining a spiritual family. A family of believers, dreamers, and chosen souls who are walking this journey together. And every time a new message is released, it might be exactly what your heart needs that day. So don't let this be the last time your soul feels this peace. Stay connected, stay open, because every message here carries divine timing, and the next one may arrive at the exact moment you need hope again. Your presence here means more than you know. The fact that you made it till this point shows that your spirit was hungry for truth, and now it has found food for faith. So before you go, take one last deep breath, let gratitude fill your heart, and if you feel led, tap that super thanks, not out of obligation but out of pure love, because love given always returns multiplied. And then hit subscribe, because this journey isn't over. This is just the beginning of what heaven is preparing for you. There are more divine messages waiting to reach you, more revelations meant to unfold in your path. You've already felt the presence tonight. Now let it guide you forward. May your act of faith today open unseen doors tomorrow. May your heart stay open, your spirit stay strong, and your path stay filled with light. Because the moment you give from the soul, the universe begins to give back in ways that will leave you speechless. Stay blessed, chosen one. Your miracle is already in motion. And if your heart whispered yes while listening, that's your sign. Now is the time to respond.